Hello and welcome back to another Space Engineers video. I hadn't actually planned to do a video this week, but I saw this one appearing on a Reddit post in the on the Space Engineers subreddit, and I figured that I just had to make a little video on this. Now this is the R.U.S.T outpost made by R.U.S.T. I believe R.U.S.T works for Keen, so it's pretty cool to have a little vintage piece of Keen creation in your world. And if you haven't recognized it already, this little outpost is also in one of the loading screens. Now I will attempt to post one of those loading screens on the screen right now, but if I can't, use your imagination or load it to the game a few times. So over here we have a landing pad which you can use to connect your little ship to it, a miner, a transport, a fighter maybe even. We've got some interior turrets on the side here for slight defense. These won't offer very good resistance to fighting, but I think early on in the game against NPCs or other factions that are starting as well, it'll be a relatively okay defense. So down here we have another Gatling turret that will offer you a little bit more punch if you want to defend your station, but I don't think there are too many cargo containers in here. But anyway, one Gatling gun won't make that much of a difference. Up here we have some thrusters. This station is movable, so you can reposition it. It doesn't have to be stuck in one place, so that's always a big advantage. Over here we have grinders. Those will help you grind down salvage ships or broken parts. You know what those do, I don't need to tell you that. We have the bridge, cockpit and overlook of this little creation, little station. Nothing much to it, we'll take a look at that later. A secondary landing pad, a little bit smaller than the other one over there, but in general serves the same purpose. Now back here we have another Gatling gun for defense, probably just to scare off some enemies rather than doing some actual defense. Down here we have some battery blocks which are guarded by semi-constructed windows, which is always a great way to use those things. If you want to have a reinforced look to your windows like he has over here, then I really recommend using semi-constructed blocks, because those really help accent the entire building. As you can see, the entire building is, or the entire station is made to look like it's really industrial, so that's why he probably used a lot of these semi-constructed blocks to illustrate that point. Over here we have a hydrogen tank. This was originally used, I think, to blast this thing into space, but you could replace that with maybe a jump drive or something. Use your mind, be creative. It's Space Engineers after all. On this side we have another connector leading up to some blast furnaces. Those are connected through the system on the inside, which we will take a look at soon, as I said. We have some decorative blocks. It's always nice, because that's something I never quite managed to do with my own creations, is give it a little bit more persona, some profiling, have some things sticking out that don't necessarily serve a purpose, but do help sell the look that you want to create. So down here we have some, are these blinking lights? I'm not sure if they are blinking lights, maybe, yeah, I think it was just my angle. Some red lights then. The thrusters I mentioned earlier, and these little ones, keeping it up. Now down here we have a beacon block, which is currently turned off, a decoy block, and an amalgamation of semi-constructed windows along with a pillar and a blast door, from what I can tell, that is supposed to look like a radar dish. Now I've seen this before, and I'm seeing it again with this build. It just looks perfect. It really helps, as I said earlier, sell the look on this semi-constructed industrial rig. Some more yellow decoration blocks. Nice use of wheels. I think it would have been better to deconstruct those, but yeah, works for me. So let's go take a look on the inside. There isn't very much to see, but I do love this little door mechanism over here. When you press this button, or rather, well, let's just go inside first and I'll show you what the button does. So this world currently does not have any oxygen in it. As in pressurization. You can of course use the oxygen, but there's no pressurization, so it won't change anything. But if you were in a world with pressurization turned on, that would help you, or at least it would simulate helping you depressurize or repressurize the area. So when I press this button again, alloc trigger as it says, it probably uses some programmable blocks / timer blocks. I don't have too much experience with those, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. But basically what happens when you press it, the timer goes off, that button panel gets turned off, this door gets closed and turned off, that one gets turned off and closed if it's not already. Place gets depressurized, that one opens up, and you can get out again. So over here we have some gyroscopes to be able to turn. Let's see, airlock observatory and crew deck / map bay. So let's go up first. Some more windows to give you just a little bit more visibility outside. Over here we have the cockpit. So from here we can just control the entire station. You can speed up relatively fast. There's not much to it. I don't want to get too close on the planet's gravitational zone, just in case we're going to, you know, drop down into it. And that's not something I would really like for my station to happen. Okay, so that's the cockpit with another passenger seat for whatever reason, if someone needs a seat when you're moving. This game is, after all, still kind of buggy sometimes. Let's go to the crew deck / map bay. So this is just a relaxation area, maybe somewhere, a place where people can have a little drink after a hard day of work. You can sleep in these cryopods. They still need to fix these damn textures, I swear to God. Gravity generator, which I missed just early, and the air vent, which would be of course turned on if I had pressurization turned on, but that's always a little bit negative impact on the performance. Over here we have some construction blocks, as well as on the other side a assembler and a medical bay in the center. Yeah, I think that was pretty much it. Let's set myself to green. I prefer green as a color. There we go, much better. Some more seats. Really, there is not very much to this station, other than its looks. It fits that early construction, barely operational but still flying look that so many people seem to appreciate within this community, instead of the sleek, beautiful ships. Which is fine, to each their own. So anyway, guys, I know today was a rather quick video, but I just wanted to inform you guys that this creation is now live in the Steam Workshop and available for subscription and downloading into your own world. So, if you enjoyed the video, I would really appreciate it if you left a like. It helps me out a lot. If you do really like what I do, subscribe to my channel, turn on the little bell, you'll get notifications. I aim to release 2 or 3 videos a week. I still have a full-time job which I need to go to, and that limits my production. In any way, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I certainly enjoyed making it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.